Hello everybody and welcome to DJ Charlie Sports World. This segment will be on the just concluded UEFA Champions League draw for the 2023-2024 season. It just aired at the Grimaldi Forum in Monaco for the first time in 3 years. It just concluded right now, so I just want to give my quick reaction to it. Let me just do the run through the 2022-2023 roundup. The winners were Manchester City of England, who won it for the first time in their history. Of course, they were in the final twice before winning for the first time. The top scorer was Erling Haaland, who they acquired from Borussia Dortmund. The prodigious striker scored over 50 goals in his first season as the Manchester City striker. The finals MVP, the best player in the final, was Rodri, the Spanish midfielder who scored the winner against Inter Milan, and he was also the player of the tournament. That is Rodri. So other notable players include Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones of England, and others like Ruben Diaz. The wingers who contributed were Jack Grealish and Phil Foden, both of England. Then let's now move on to this season's own. The group stages draw was held, it just concluded now. So let me remind you that the final will be held in Wembley Stadium, the home of football, Wembley Stadium in London. So the groups were held. The top pot teams are Bayern, Sevilla, Napoli, Benfica, Feyenoord, the champions of Holland, PSG, the champions of France, Manchester City, and FC Barcelona, the Spanish giants. So they were drawn into the first 8 groups. So I'm going to do a quick run through of the just completed groups now. We have the 8 groups of four teams now. They have been completed. Group A has Bayern Munich, Manchester United, English Giants. Those are 2 of the biggest clubs in European football. They have been drawn head to head together. Then joining them is FC Copenhagen of Denmark and Galatasaray, Turkish Giants. The best Turkish club right now. That would be a relatively easy group for Manchester United. I'm going to be talking about the chances of the English teams. They only have to contend with Bayern Munich. I see Bayern topping that group easily, like they always do. They've never failed to top their group stage in recent years. I see Manchester United qualifying as the second team from that group. And I see Galatasaray being the 3rd place and relegating to the UEFA Euro League. Group B has Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV, and Lens. Arsenal Football Club were very lucky to avoid the big giants in the first pot. Giants like Bayern, PSG, Manchester City, and Barcelona, even Napoli, Osimhen's own Napoli. So they drew Sevilla, and we all know Sevilla are just they are pretenders in the Champions League. What they want is just to qualify for the Champions League and relegate to the UEFA, where they are specialists, where they are 6-time winners. So they will just relegate to the UEFA to the UEFA Euro League and win that tournament. So my prediction is Arsenal tops that group easily with about 16 points. PSV comes in as second. Sevilla comes in as third, like they usually do, and relegate to the UEFA Europa League. Then RC Lens will be the 4th team. Then we have Group C: Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. I'm so excited for this group. I want to see my boy, the Nigerian nightmare, Osimhen, against Real Madrid. That's a dream come true for him. He's going to be facing Real Madrid for the first time in his career. That would be a big deal. I'm so sure about that. He's a monster. I see him scoring in Italy against Real Madrid. But I see Real Madrid topping this group handily. I see Napoli coming in second, with Braga coming in third and Union Berlin coming in 4th. So Braga will go to the UEFA Euro League. Group D has regular customers Benfica, Inter, Salzburg, and Real Sociedad. Wow, this group is I think they are relatively comparable teams in power and stature. But I see Inter topping this group. Benfica will push them close, but I see Inter topping this group. Inter are the runner-up of the just concluded Champions League, and it could have gone either way. That match was tough until Rodri scored. So I see Inter topping that group, with Benfica coming in second and Real Sociedad going into the Europa League. Then Salzburg finishing last in that group. Then Group P has Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio, and Celtic. Wow. The Dutch champions, who coincidentally are the first Dutch team to win the Champions League in 1970, are flying right now. They won the Dutch league ahead of PSV and Ajax last season. So they are now replacing Ajax in the Champions League. I see Atletico Madrid finishing top of that group. The Spanish giants will finish top of that group. Then I see Feyenoord coming in second. Then Lazio will come in third, and Celtic will finish last in that group. They lost their coach to Tottenham earlier, so they are going to finish last in that group. Then Group F, which I have tagged as this competition's edition, I've tagged them as the group of death. Just wait till you hear the names of the clubs in this group. We have Paris Saint-Germain of Kylian Mbappe. We have Dortmund, the German giants that usually challenge Bayern every season. Then we have Italian giants, the Champions League Italian giants, who is second only to Real Madrid as highest winners of the Champions League. And we have Newcastle. Newcastle are a tough English club, because they have money, bottomless pit of money to spend right now, and they are spending it. They have great players in their ranks, so don't overlook them for that group. But I see PSG finishing first in that group. You still have Mbappe, you can still achieve anything, and is surrounded by a more engine-like team this season, because Lionel Messi and Neymar are not in PSG anymore. Messi is beating it. Sorry for the breakage. Like I said, Messi is beating boys left, right, and center in America. Is the biggest star in America right now. So I still see PSG topping that group, because Mbappe will be supported by great players left, right, and center. Then I see Milan coming second in that group, because their team is loaded. I tell you, you have Pulisic, Rafael Leao, Oliver Giroud in their forward line. That's going to be bad. I see them advancing at least to the quarterfinal stage in this year's edition. Then I see Dortmund coming third. I see Newcastle, because they are rookies. They are relatively untested in this tournament, so I see them coming last in that group. Then Group G has the defending champions Manchester City. They will be facing a relatively easy group. They will be facing RB Leipzig from Germany, Red Star Belgrade, and Young Boys. I see them having the maximum 18 points and scoring over 20 goals in that group over their 6 games. So the Group H, we have FC Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar Donetsk, and Royal Antwerp. On paper, this should be an easy group for Barca, but their exploits in the Champions League last season really troubled me. They were they were terrible, to say the least. So I see that group. I actually see Porto topping that group, with Barca coming second, then Shakhtar Donetsk relegating to the UEFA Europa League. That's the run through. I am getting breaking news right now that the Manchester City superstar striker Erling Haaland just won the UEFA Men's Player of the Year award. He beat Kevin De Bruyne and Lionel Messi to that award. Congratulations to him. I don't see him winning the Ballon d'Or over Messi though. That's another argument for another day, because Messi won the World Cup, the Copa America in the time allocated for the eligibility for the Ballon d'Or. So those are 2 big trophies, actually bigger than the UEFA Champions League and Premier League that Erling Haaland won. Another problem for Haaland there is that he's representing Norway, an obscure football country. So he's not even going to play in the European Championship or the World Cup anytime soon. So that will stop him from winning multiple Footballer of the Years like he's supposed to. Then, congrats to Pep Guardiola for winning the UEFA Coach of the Year. That's my best coach and the GOAT coach for me. He's the best coach in the history of football. I love him. That's why I love Man City. I love Man City because of him. He just won. I can't even say I don't have the record with me now, but I'm sure this is not his first or even the second time of winning this trophy, and he has been nominated every year for the last 10 years for this trophy. That's a great feat by that genius called Joseph Guardiola. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Like I always end with, that is that about that. Thank you and God bless.